I am Zeroniser, and welcome to the 5th episode of Super-Mariotagination 64. Oh, look! New recruits. Perfect. Come in. What are we doing here? I'll get to that in a minute. I've got a video to record. Ugh. What? Okay, is this loaded? Okay, gonna have to load my most recent, save file. Apparently. Doop, 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 doop. This is my most recent, I guess. Gonna have to, this is the best I can do. Okay. So now, I'm gonna go to Bomb Battlefield. Just reminding myself how to play. Okay, let's go. Find the 8 red coins. Okay. Okay. Okay, and go. Yeah, thank you, elevator. Okay. Now to get the other red coins. One sec, gotta go to the toilet. And I'm back. Oh, you. Gotta wait for the jump. No. Crap, 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 crap. And I'm dead. Great. Well, there goes one life. Come on. Okay. Let's try aiming for it. Ah, that failed. Okay. Well, I know where 7 of the 8 red coins are. Wait, just gotta... Okay. Just gotta get up the slope and... Ah! Come on. Come on. Come... Ah! Cannon! Ah, sorry. Got a bit paranoid. Oh, what a save! Okay. Now to find the rest of the 8 coins. Okay. Let's do this. Go! 4th, 5th. Let me just go get the 6th. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no! Ha! Dodged. You won't stop me! No! Ah, ow. I should probably just get out of the way. And you have got to be joking. Okay, let's do this! Wait, I can just... Okay! Let's shoot for that thing. Go! Dang it. I was close. But so far... Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Let's aim a bit higher. I didn't aim higher, did I? Right. Let's try this again. Gonna make it, gonna make it, gonna make it! Are you kidding? Are you... Seriously, just Why? Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, that was ironic. Come on! Yes! The 6th red coin is mine. Nice triple jump, huh? Okay. Next red coin. No. Whoa, that was close. Ow. No! Oh, phew. There's gotta be one more red coin. I know it. There seriously has to be. Where could it be? Uh, that was unfortunate. Whack! I don't intend to lose a life. Come on. Oh! Run! Crap, I have nowhere else to go. Hey new recruits, do you happen to know where the lost red coin is apart from at the chomp? No. Useless. Hey! I heard that! Do I look like I care? Oh. You know what, I'm just gonna give up on this and talk with my... Actually, no. Not gonna give up yet. I can't give up. I won't. There has to be a way to find that red coin. Okay. Oh. What?
What do you want?
For Becky?
No, I was asleep. What do you want?
What do you mean?
I was asleep. You called out and asked me to come in.
No, I didn't. Huh. Well, Belle does need to go to the toilet, though. She hasn't been yet.
Oh, then you can take her. We should let the other doggies out too.
Yes, Mom. Be right back. Again. So sorry about that, guy. Had to feed. Well, had to get the dog ready. Oops. Okay, now where's the final red coin? Whew. Ah, run, run, run. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. Woo. Uh-oh. Ah, come on. Yeah, not going for that star again. Ah. Okay, what's your name? My name is oh, you're the subtitle narrator? You shall now be called Narratorizer. Also, you'll be paid in gross and maybe $1 per week. $1. $1 every hour. You sure you have that kind of money? Well, here's something I thought I would never do again. Yeah. Well, that's just great. Am I going to be able to get a single star in this?
Get yourself cornflakes for breakfast, please.
Okay. Am I even going to be able to get a single star in this episode? Ah. Guys, I'm a bit stuck here. For now I'm gonna leave this off. So yeah. Please like, comment, subscribe, and keep the YouTube algorithm happy. Ow. Thank you, and goodbye.